the final proving ground. The arena in which true legends are born. A trial by fire that puts the worthy and wanting alike to the ultimate test. It is the International. A tournament that summons the world's finest Dota teams to wage battle for the Aegis of Champions and carve their names into the chronicles of history. Clashing in tournaments around the globe, each contender has earned the right to stand here. But no matter how great the honor, none are satisfied with appearance alone. They gather now at the chosen place, Shanghai, where the fire of the faithful burns bright, and a legacy of Dota triumph runs to the very core. The legends of the past have shown us any team can transcend the moment to forge a path to glory and turn the trials faced on the road to victory into eternal stories waiting to be told. 3 teams compete for ultimate glory. Only one can claim immortality. Who will emerge victorious? The battle begins.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Championship Sunday at the International 2019 as we come to you from the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Shanghai. 6 competitive days of Dota 2 action come to a crescendo. It is just 3 teams remaining as fans enjoy themselves on their way into the arena. I'm sure they'll have one team in mind as they head into the arena, and that team, of course, is PSG LGD. But plenty of support for the other 2 teams here as well. We welcome you back to our panel once more. Gents, good morning. Always a pleasure doing the international, but never more so than coming in on the final day and just being like, oh God, it's a final. I have no idea how these players get out of bed or even sleep the night before.
Yeah, if you're playing on the last day,
it's better for us, right? We're like, whoa, it's so... But players, how do they do it, Cap?
well, a lot of them, as they've said time and time again, they just try and put it out of their mind and focus on just playing some Dota.
How did you do that, though?
Just playing some Dota with the boys.
10 guys today are going to be playing for the better part of $20 million in one final.
Yeah, it is. And I remember it was actually before TI5. I talked to Sumail. I texted him. It was like 2 a.m. And he messaged me back. He's like, I can't sleep. And finally he said, I fell asleep for 2 hours. Like a lot of these players, you just can't sleep. It's true. You just run on pure adrenaline once you get in there.
Isn't it? Let's talk about yesterday first before we get into today. Another magical day, gods. Just full of everything that we could have possibly wanted. Memes, great event, brilliant play, fantastic results for all the players, some of the players.
And really it is still the story of OG. Yeah. 1 year later, they are still in the grand finals. They are still going to that stage with a giant smile on their face, win or lose, and it's just been a lot of winning for them. Big stack of papers they haven't signed.
Some Xerox deliveries due today.
It's pretty unbelievable. They just made the same run through the winner bracket 2 years in a row.
You guys remember when they cheesed their way through the Frankfurt Major?
Oh, they were lucky, right?
That was pretty crazy.
That was a fluke.
They just cheesed their way all the way through the finals, managed to win the whole thing.
They did, from the lower bracket, by the way.
The cheese that just never stops,
yeah.
It's a cheese fountain that just never stops.
Cheese fountain, my goodness. We should also... bring you into the mix as well. We love hearing from you via all of the usual official Dota 2 social media channels, never more so than on Twitter, of course. You can make sure you're following the account. You'll get all the up-to-date results and news at Dota 2. Likewise, if you have preferences on Facebook, you can do that too on the official channel. And don't forget to also follow the Instagram account as well, which gives you some amazing content on there, some fabulous photographs and videos on the official Dota 2 account as well. There's also plenty of ways to watch here. You can watch via Twitch and join in with the memes. That's fine. You can do that. You can also do it via Steam broadcast, or if you prefer, you can watch it in the client. However you want to do it, we're there for you, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. We got your back.
Steam, if you haven't seen Steam broadcast,
it's great. Have you done
amazing.
It?
Yes,
it is
I have.
really
you
cool.
Just tune in. It is crystal clear.
Yep.
You should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Now I understand why Grant is on the final day panel. That makes sense.
Why he had to do the commercial
Steam
plug.
is good.
Have you guys seen the Steam broadcast?
I love Gaben. Give me free stuff. Grant, I don't think that's how it works, my friend.
Man.
I
All
don't
right,
think
see you
so
guys later then.
Yeah, but no, you're right. It is good stuff. So however you want to watch on that. However, I know that you're dying to get up to date on what's going on today, and we've got 2 fantastic series ahead. But first of all, we need to pay justice for some fabulous Dota from day number 5.
Yang, he's gone in pretty deep already. The Stomp won't be able to actually connect over on R. Maybe won't matter. However, the cooldown, Yang's going to go down, and the stolen Ravage. Okay, that'll do its work right there. That may be it. GG. Team Secret as one. They push in to the top lane of Rax to try and claim the Megas mid one. He's already got the Aghanim Scepter. The volley begins, and then you even get oh my god, side saving everyone. Everyone's G8 up. Paparazzi, he wants something. He's looking for the damage output. He can't see the Glimmer Cape protect at the moment. Side will finally go down, but there's 2 dead from BG Gaming. Yamsel, low on life as well. The Radiance Bud is finally doing some work, but remember Nisha, he was back at the bounce. Nid Puppy and Mid One combo together. GG is done already. An ultra kill from Nid One will knock BG Gaming out of the International. One of the favorites coming into this event, and they just got spanked.
Being dealt, and Somnus can now turn all of its attention into the tier 3s. 80 seconds left for Anna's revival here. And PSG-LG, they're going to have to poke him down to make sure they don't get caught by the Rash. It's all going to be hit on 3. They're going to chase down Jack from the backline. It's already finished off 7. Back down. It's going to be good enough. And then they're going to go for the tier 4s. And will this be the blow that ends the game? Will this be the way that they get to the grand finals? Or will this be their fatal mistake? 1 tier 4 down, a break onto Jerix, immediately disruption going out. Ame, he's been disrupted, his illusions, got to stay away from those. He's going to go for Thompson here. BKB activated, Soul Catcher on him, press T's Hanko, helping him out, Earth Splitter. Oh, but they caught the duel. They caught Ame, and he's dead for 2 minutes. The volley's coming in, but it's not good enough. Now, the physical damage will overrun the throne, and PSG LGD in a 3 versus 5 can no longer hold OG in the upper bracket finals. Breakdown LGD. OG are going to the grand finals for the 2nd year in a row.
As well. Now mid one in a lot of trouble as they're healing back up from the ransack. They're not doing enough damage. Isn't quite enough. They can't even kill him off once. Hand of God comes out. Secret is getting completely run over.
The balls are online.
Are you kidding me? For the opening side, making the play. It's a pretty good one with the Winter Wyvern ulti to interrupt. The Ghost Ship gonna lay it stolen from Yapzor. Everybody from Secret playing their absolute hearts out, and they're able to make it happen. It's only on a curl, but now Miracle may be going down as well. They pop the BKB from mid one, still looking for the chase. They take down side. He buys back. Buyback coming also from Mind Control. Weehaw under fire. Maybe the crowd feeling a little bit of a sign of life if they can make it happen. But Weehaw, he gets the chase off, able to run away afterwards. The stun is gonna come out in just a moment. They find themselves this ET. The boat's gonna land. Now what more do you have left in the tank as the Bristleback is gone?
He won't let them have it.
You feel it, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to pull Miracle into the fountain, do whatever at all possible. But Miracle, he smells it. He wants to go on. He wants to play further in this tournament. And the ancient is falling as Liquid again are going to knock Secret out of TI. Go! Nice!
There we go then. Day number 5 in history books. What a day of ups and downs. The extremes, gents. That's partly what I love, but also hate about the day is the real extremes of emotion, that exaltation from OG and Liquid especially, Cap. I mean, they're not normally like that. They're quite calm normally, but they went bonkers in there yesterday. It means a lot to them.
I remember Blitz told me during the group stage, in the middle of the group stage, after Liquid had already had that rough day 1 or 2, he said Liquid is either going to be a bottom 4 team or a top 4 team. And I think Liquid felt that too. Being in the lower bracket, having to go into the best of ones, they had to ride the harshest of storms, right? They had to ride that entire thing out. Now they've made it all the way until the final day. Just incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. No team, for those of you relatively new to the international, no team has ever gone from round 1 of the lower bracket all the way to the grand final. It's never been done. In fact, Liquid now hold the record for the furthest, actually. They're now a guaranteed top 3 spot. No team had been past 4th before that. Fnatic and Vici, Grant, were the only 2 that did it back in 15-16. That's an incredible achievement already, but there's still more potential.
Yeah, there is, and it's crazy, right? Like, everyone's talking about OG's most dominant team here, but technically on the main stage, Liquid hasn't lost a game. They are 9-0, which is crazy because they are in the loser bracket, but they haven't lost. Like, that's just nuts to me.
Yeah, it also means that there's another stat that came up yesterday, Gods, which I hate to bring it up almost because it's a bit like, first to 200 games played at the International. Puppy had a chance yesterday. If it went to 3 games, he would have been the first. He ends on 199 from yesterday, just to add a bit more salt into the wound.
So close.
Kuro is on 198 right now. So there you go. He's on 198, which means he will become the first player ever to record 200 games played at the International in the second game of today. That's incredible. Both of them are incredible players, legacy players, played at all 9 TIs. It's been such a story following them this year, Grant.
Yeah, it has. I mean, they, as you said, all 9 of the tournaments, they've been through Dota 1 as well. Probably the earliest pro players almost in Dota itself, besides maybe some of the people in the Chinese scene. And it's crazy watching them go forward and forward. And who knows, TI-10 next year, we might be seeing them again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll be back once more. There was a nice hug at the end of that. There was a kind of mutual appreciation, admiration, respect.
Yeah, I love the way they sat down with KC2 for their interview where they acknowledged things weren't always the greatest between them in the past, but they've kind of moved on and they are good friends now. You know, Kuro was at Puppy's wedding, and they're 2 players who have a ton of respect for each other. They're as close as you can be when you're competing against each other, and it's great to see them here at TI year after year.
Disappointing for Vici yesterday, as well as Secret. I mean, Secret top 4 is their best ever at TI, which sounds incredible when you think of a quality team like Secret. But Vici, that was massively disappointing for them yesterday.
Especially the way they went out. The last few teams that have gone out of this tournament, it has just felt like a rough way that they've gone the road. It's just been, like some of these picks that we're really seeing the meta in full stage. Certain things like Alchemist, you just can't really give this up to some of these teams. And Vici Gaming, they were my favorites for this tournament. I thought we were going to see a fresh young team come into this, take TI by storm, and claim the Aegis for themselves. Similar to a little bit of callback to Wings in a way, of just being able to come in and surprise all the veterans. But sadly, not the case.
It just shows, though, doesn't it, gents, that actually this year, more than any year, it feels like experience counts this year. Like, we've been there, we know what an upper bracket final looks like, we know what a grand final looks like, we know how to get there. Because how do you end up with the same 2 teams in the upper bracket final, neither of which have performed during the regular season? That doesn't make any sense, unless there's something that you need to tap into when you come to the International.
It feels like some of the veteran teams have finally figured out a bit better how to approach TI, at least a few of them, not all. You have teams like VP, maybe to a lesser extent Secret, who still sometimes stumble when it comes to TI, but LGD, OG, same 2 teams here. Their approach to TI, their general team atmosphere, philosophy, the positivity that they kind of have going on amongst them is something that you need at TI.
Yeah, and Liquid, I think we include them in there as well. I know they've been up on their ups and downs this year. They've probably had their most tumultuous season for 4 years maybe, Grant? And changing a player for the first time in 3 years as well. So they've had their ups and downs, but that seems to be coming together at the right time too.
It does, and I mean, it shows, right? A lot of people are like, I can't believe you got rid of Matu. All this happens, but know who knows best for a team? The team itself, right? And they pulled in this pure middle player in Weeha, a player that people just didn't really think was that great, and they bring him in and he's showing off, right? You get that one chance, and he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he is. Let's talk standout players while we've got the opportunity to. Cap, who stood out the most?
I mean, I'll just add that to Weeha, right? The fact that I love the way they put that in the interview, which was, he's just a piece of a puzzle. The team as a whole is the ultimate puzzle, and Weeha just managed to fit the piece. He was the perfect piece to complete it for Liquid this year. He added the right kind of hero depth to them, and he's been performing absolutely fantastic here on the playoffs. This guy just doesn't really seem to choke.
All right.
You know,
well, we're going to see who comes out on top today. It's going to be a fascinating road. I'm sure we're going to all enjoy it together, of course, with our other broadcast members of the team who are usually out doing something or other in the arena or with fans. So let's check in with Casey and Slacks and find out what they're up to.
Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Arena. We wanted to give you a tour of what it looks like outside so you could feel like you're here with us.
Yes, there are lots to see in the arena and in the surrounding area. But we thought the quickest way to do it would be on these 6 scoots. Boy.
Yeah!
Heck yeah!
Let's do it. All right.
1999, we're back!
Come on, Byron, follow us. Wait, no, wait. Jerk. Watch out, everybody! Ta-da!
Watch this, Casey. Yeah, there's Shanghai.
See the